Hello, everyone. As you come in, I'm just going to set this here, but my name is Care, and we're going to talk about how you can earn an income online while you work full time, no experience, all that good stuff. So come on in. Oh, hi, Mel. Come on, free. I'm just setting up a comment here so you guys know what this is all about. Free. Dun-dun-dun. Come on in, guys. Come on in. While you're coming in, why don't you put in the comments where you are coming in from? Where do you live? What's up? I'm from Canada. I'm from the prairies. I'm from Manitoba. Go Jets, go. There we go. Here we go. Let's put this there. And then can I pin that? Pin comment. There we go. Okay. All right. Come on in. As I said, come on in and say where you're coming from. And we're going to talk about how you can do a side hustle from home and earn some income so that you can work a little less at your real job. So you can, oh my gosh, from Italy. Welcome, H class. What's your first name? I want to say H class 63. I don't know what your actual name is, but H claw. Italy. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so as I said, my name is Care. I'm a working mom over in Canada and I earn an income online. If Mel is in here, she's a good example. She's one of my very few friends who actually knows that I do this. And I'm real and I'm not a scammer. That this isn't clickbait, that this isn't an MLM. It's not reselling a course, done for you, any of that stuff. So we're just going to get that out of the way. That's not what this is. This is a side hustle for you to develop online using social media. You don't need any experience. All you need is your phone and access to Wi-Fi, and you can earn some extra cash on the side. Yeah, I guess I will tell my story first as people are coming in. Keep coming in. Again, mention where you're listening from. And I already see that a couple of you mentioned free, commented free. So I do have a step-by-step mini course that walks through exactly how to do this side hustle as a complete beginner. So if you ever want that at any point, whether you're listening to the live or you're listening to a replay, just comment free and my ManyChat automation will send that to you right away. Oh, New York. Hello. Love that. Colorado, New York, we saw Italy. I'm from Canada. I know Mel's from Canada too. So awesome. Okay. So as I mentioned, my name is Care. I am a working mom in Canada. I did 10 plus years to do what I do for work. I love my career. I help people with their bodies. I'm an osteopathic manual therapist in Canada. It's a lot of words to say. I do body work with patients every single day. It's great. I love it. I shouldn't say every single day, but that's what I do for a living. Now, although that is a lovely career and amazing, Texas, amazing WM, Mr. Miller. I love that. Whatever your name is, please tell me your names if you can, if your handle doesn't say it. I like to get to know people in here. And now that it's Thursdays and school is back in session, I'm now going to be on here every Thursday. So anyways, in my career, I trade time for money. If I'm not with patients, I don't make money. So although, yeah, I do okay when I'm with my patients, I have 2 small children and a life. And if anyone here is a working parent, it's very easy to feel like you are literally drowning. You're drowning. It just like, money aside, just like keeping up, having time to get from like everywhere. Bill, nice. William, I bet is what that W stands for. So it's exhausting being a working parent. And so, hi, Heba. So I was looking how to earn an income online because my husband and I have the same career, and him and I were just talking about how it's like, we got to find something else that's supplementary. And we have a rental property, my condo that I first purchased, we have that going. So that's great. But we just knew that there was a way online. And because of our career, we thought, okay, well, maybe we'll do something like that. So I kind of went investigating. I came across a few different ones. So I tried surveys right away. That didn't work. Paid me, I think I made under $1. It was a waste of time. So if you are seeing the same content that I saw when I first started all these different side hustles, surveys is not worth your time. Okay. Don't waste your time. Then there's drop shipping. I still literally don't even know if I set that up properly because I had no clue what I was doing. It was like a warehouse connected to a website. No clue. Didn't do well, obviously. And then I tried to do print on demand on Etsy. I had like a little Etsy shop and all that kind of stuff. Again, you have to know what you're doing, because I don't know if you've ever been on Etsy, but like if your product isn't at the top when people search you, like Houston, you're not getting any sales. So yeah, so I finally decided to jump into something called affiliate marketing. Now, I'm sure many of you actually, you think you know what that is, but I promise you, you probably don't, or there's a lot of misunderstanding. So again, we're going to back up to my education. I did 10 plus years of schooling, which included a research component. So when I looked into this, I'm like a classic traditional education person in the sense that like, I'm skeptical of this online stuff. Like I was like, there's no way people are making 50K a month. That's crazy. Well, it's not. I did the research. It's been around since the late 80s, which is crazy because I was alive and I didn't know this existed, let alone the internet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? It was available. We had dial-up. Yes, this was happening. And then what happened is during the pandemic, there was this massive boom with social media and affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is when you promote products and services for a company and you make a commission when anyone purchases through your link. Again, this is not an MLM. This is not a pyramid scheme. There's no like collecting people to go under you. This is literally like you go and apply, and I'm going to use Amazon because everyone uses that example. You're going to go to Amazon's website, you're going to apply to become an affiliate for them, and that's it. Like there's no, and I use this example often. It's like if I was wearing a sweater from Lululemon and my friend liked it, I'm going to use Mel's name, for example. I don't know if she's still in here. And Mel's like, oh, I really like your sweater. I'm like, oh, awesome. Here's the links, because I became an affiliate for Lululemon. So I sent her my affiliate link. She purchased my sweater, or the sweater that I'm wearing, because I didn't make it. Again, that's the best part and why it's good for beginners. You don't have to make any products. These companies already have the products. So I'm wearing this sweater. She loves it. I send her the link to this sweater. It's an affiliate link. She purchases the sweater. I have now made a commission. And she goes like, wow, that's crazy. You made a commission? That's awesome. I want to be an affiliate for them. Cool. Got it. Go to Lululemon and become an affiliate. If she sells or promotes all of Lulu's products now and makes all these commissions, I have nothing to do with that. The only thing I had to do with that was because she purchased something that I promoted, or I handed her the affiliate link, and that's it. So please know there's no upline, downlines, network market, none of that. No cold DMs, no family and friends, potions, lotions, all that stuff. Bleh, no thanks. The other part to this is if you use the right strategy, which we're going to kind of get into all this, but if you use the right strategy doing this side hustle, which I didn't know, I had someone teach me, your family and friends actually don't need to know about this. So again, I did 10 plus years of schooling. I'm very proud of my career. I've worked very hard. It's a very kind of, I'll say, not prestigious, but there's a bit of like a, I'm an osteopathic manual therapist. I didn't really necessarily want people being like, why is Kara doing a side hustle? So there is a whole way and a whole strategy to make sure you avoid anyone finding out that you're doing it, whether that's through blocking or just like proper strategic like marketing, which again, I knew nothing. And there's a way to do it, like literally in my life. So I have almost 200,000 followers across the board. So including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, and a Facebook page. And I'm telling you very honestly, from the bottom of my heart, there is less than 10 people in my life that know that I do this, like my personal life. Genuinely, like my parents don't know, my in-laws don't know. So like there is a way to do this if you want to do it. So I went from February 2023 is when I first started. I learned how to do this. I took an educational program online. I learned in my spare time. I had everything set up, which we'll get into what that is, all my like social media accounts and all my links and all the things I was going to promote and all that kind of stuff. And about 5 weeks later, I was posting online. So there you go, with 0 followers, brand new social media accounts. Within 3 weeks, I made my first $2. But that was like the biggest deal ever to me because I was like, oh, this is real. Because again, I had done all that research on this. I wanted to make sure this was the real deal. And then to see it actually work is kind of crazy. So 3 weeks later, I made my first $2. I think it was $2.50 American. Woo, that's a big deal over here in Canada. That's a coffee. And then 11 weeks in, so whatever that is, 9 weeks later, 8 weeks later, wow, Carolyn, mental math. Sorry guys, math ain't my strong suit. Is when I made my first 4-figure commission. So I made $1,000 American in one day, and I will never, ever forget it because I was at work. I had been with a patient. I came out, my day was done. I was closing up the office. I was kind of wrapping up my charting, and I opened my phone and I saw this, you got a commission email. And it was a 1 with 3 zeros. And I was like, holy shit. This is real. This really works. So then push comes to shove. Now it's 2.5 years later. I've made multiple 5 figures online. It's been pretty cool because I've gone from working full time, not having any flexibility, even though I do have some in my schedule, but financially no flexibility, to now working part time, being able to put my kids in all the things that they want to be in because life is expensive, if you know. Like we've been able to do 2 massive renos in our house, which were not free, might I add, which we would have had to wait at least a decade to do those. We've paid down debt. We've gotten ahead financially. We've made some moves in the back end, and it just feels really good. So that's kind of my trajectory and how this has all worked, but I'm going to get into a little bit more of how affiliate marketing works. So the comment box down here is always open. This is where you ask the questions you want to ask, get dirty and get down and dirty with it, right? Like I'm here to answer and be transparent. This is a very impromptu live. So I am happy to kind of get into it. Even if you've kind of started this or you have questions, truly let me know. I'm game. Okay, so as I said, affiliate marketing is when you promote products and services for companies and you make a commission. The beauty of this is you do not have to make the products. That's why it's great for beginners. It's a low risk entry level. You don't need to pay money in order to like become an affiliate. And the reason why these companies, because this is a question people are like, well, why would they want to give average Joes like you and me, why would they want us to promote their products if we have 0 following? Well, the entry level is like, you don't need a following. The reason, so there's that. The reason they want you to promote the products is because the social media world has 8 billion users on it every single day. Okay, that's a big deal. So where if you're Amazon, which I'll tell you some stats on Amazon, that is crazy. If you're Amazon and you know that the internet is super competitive, I mean, literally, if you go Google heart-shaped sunglasses right now, there will be not even hundreds, there will be thousands of products that come up. But if you follow little Kelsey over here on social media and you really like her and you've been following her, whatever, and she promotes some heart-shaped glasses from Amazon, you're buying those ones. So what I'm trying to say is that the internet is super competitive. So these companies have no stake in the game if you go out and promote these products for free. And if there's a purchase that's actually made, they give you a cut of the profit for saying, thank you for sending someone our way. They're happy to do that because, again, the internet is super competitive. Now, let me tell you some stats about Amazon. I almost threw up. And this is a recent stat. Like this is, and again, I'm a researcher. I've explained this, but like, I like to know what's really going down behind closed doors. Okay. So affiliate marketing, 86% of companies have an affiliate program. Cool. That means over 107,000 companies, excuse me, have an affiliate program. I'm talking like Amazon, Lulu, Nike, Home Depot, Cabela's, Masterclass online. You know, that course thing where you can like learn how to cook and stuff like that. Wayfair, Walmart, Target, Disney Plus, Keurig, my gosh, like everything. IKEA, the list goes on. Okay. So what's cool is Amazon. We all know, love, and trust them. We've seen all the videos, the gadgets and gizmos, like 10 best kitchen gadgets for the summer, blah, blah, blah. Amazon is a bazillion-dollar company. We all know this. They have paid 40% of their profits, okay, which is a lot of money, comes from their affiliates. Think about that. All the people you scroll by on Instagram or social media, whatever, we're on Instagram right now, but on social media, and you see all these things, 40% of Amazon's profits come from affiliates. Regular Joe Blows like you and I. Yes, they have built a following. That's part of this. But can we just admit that is crazy? That's a crazy amount of money from regular average Joes sitting in their homes at their dining room table talking to you about products. That's crazy. The other one, I want to make sure I get this right. The other stat is the average Amazon affiliate, not Amazon influencer, not any of that. The average Amazon affiliate makes on average, I hope you're ready for this, $8,000 a month. No joke. It was I believe it was in Forbes, but I can find that stat for you if you'd like me to, because I found it. I went down the deep dive to figure out who's really making some money here. Is that not crazy? Like to me, when I first went into this, I was watching those videos. I was like, they can't be making that much money. Like they must be pretty bored and they're going to try and make a crack at it. Oh no, they're making money, honey. They are making money. It's crazy. I'm going to go on a tangent because this is an off the cuff live, but I started this in February 2023. I went with my girlfriends to Mexico in April of 2023. Okay. We literally went on like a mom's trip. It was amazing. It was so much fun. And when we got there, so my three friends, there's four of us, three friends who I went there with had no clue that I started doing this. I was posting every day when I was there. I went to the room, used the Wi-Fi, made a post, and then carried on with my merry way. I'm in the pool with someone and we got to know them. She was this woman who's lovely. Her name's Miranda. If you follow her, her name is Miranda Parker. Okay. So I'm sitting there next to her and she's lovely. We're getting to know her and her husband, and her brother's there. And so Miranda and her husband were off doing, I think, an excursion. Her brother was there. So we kind of like brought him into our crew for the day because he was by himself. And I was like, oh, so what do you guys all do? And he's like, oh, she didn't tell you? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I don't, what does that mean? Like, oh, I don't know. She didn't. He's like, oh, well, she's kind of like an influencer. It's called an affiliate. And I'm like, in my head, I'm dying because I'm like, there's no way. Anyways, she's an affiliate. And she does all things 40 plus, like fitness and fits, dupes and things like that. She got her break with having gray hair. She was growing it out, all these things. Okay. Why am I telling you this? She retired her husband, and like, I'm not going to say I quote unquote, but he was telling me how like she paid for them to go to Mexico. They had paid off their house. She retired her husband, all these things. And like, all she does is dupes. And I'd say all she does a lot of work on content creation, but like, that's literally what she does. So the three girls I'm traveling with are like, oh my gosh, she's making all these posts. Cause of course she was walking around with her phone and showing some things, and that's fine. She wasn't obnoxious about it, but she was doing it. And they're like, she doesn't even make that much money. And in my head, I'm like, you guys have no idea. Like, she really is making that much money. So anyways, I went on a tangent, but that was my experience when I first started. So so the way this works is if you want to start affiliate marketing, sorry, I'm getting caught up with my words. I'm going to have some bubbly. Bubbly's always the answer. If you're new here, I love bubbly. I think this is my new favorite flavor, by the way. Anyhow, so if you wanted to start affiliate marketing, what I want you to know is, first things first, you don't need a following. You don't need to have any experience. You don't actually even need that much time. You just need to be kind of motivated enough to kind of make a change. What you do need is access to the internet and Wi-Fi, and you need a phone. It helps if you have a laptop, but you can certainly do it all from your phone. I work 98% of the time from my phone. There's some things I like to do on the back end on a desktop just because it's easier, but I can certainly do it from my phone. Okay, so what you're going to want to do, these are the 4 steps. Now, I'm going to review these very quickly, but they are the 4 steps I followed and still follow to this day. Mango Bubbly. I know. And is it new this year, Michael? I don't even know. Peach is a really good one too, but this mango one took me by surprise, let me tell you. And I missed the pineapple coconut. Not sure where you're from, Michael, but in Canada we had a pineapple coconut one. Ooh, she was good. Okay, sorry, I digress. So there are 4 steps to follow when you do affiliate marketing. And I've seen it time and time again. I have now helped thousands of beginners do this. So trust me, I kind of know what I'm talking about. And these are the steps I still follow to this day. They are all available in great detail, much more detail than I'm going to go through today, in my step-by-step mini course. It's completely free. There are no strings attached. It's just a place for you to actually really understand in a much more structured way how this really works and how it could work for you. It will give you kind of a snapshot of what this looks like for the average Joe and how to do it, step by step, broken down. So you just comment free to this video and that will come to you. It's 27 minutes long. Like I get into it. I roll up my sleeves and I teach you how to do it. Okay. Now, step 1 is you have to pick a niche and then a target audience. So for example, a niche could be any topic or category you're interested in. Literally just think about what you just talked to your friends at your last gathering about. Parenting is always a big one in my world. So parenting, you can take, I always like to use these 2 examples. So parenting is the niche, and then you've got to pick your target audience, which like sounds so like, ugh, like I get it. You sit in there, you're like, whoa, this sounds like a little, like, I won't say crazy or hardcore, but it's like, this stuff is not hard. It's very, very simple, very, very simple, but you need to follow a certain strategy. So your family and friends don't find you, / that's not who you want to promote to. And so you also get regular actual sales, so that you can have a consistent income coming in. Like that's the whole goal, right? So you're going to pick a niche. We're going to pick parenting, and then you're going to pick your target audience. So I always like to compare 2. The target audience in this one would be newborn parents, brand new baby parents. This one would be teen parents, okay? The reason that's important is because the products for those 2 niches audiences is very different. And I think we can all agree that you're not going to be promoting sleep baby courses and baby bottles and swaddling things to the teenage parents. That doesn't make any sense. Same thing goes right back, like all the fidgets and gadgets and all that kind of stuff, and the like rage and emotional intelligence and all that kind of stuff that you're going to be doing with the teenage parents. No, baby parents ain't going to be there. So that's why picking your target audience is very important, because once you do, this is one of the hardest steps, picking your niche and picking your target audience, because once you do that, everything is pretty straightforward, because it answers itself, is what I'm trying to say. Because next you're going to pick your products and build your suite, in terms of like you're going to have your main products you promote and then supporting products. So for example, if there's a baby sleep course, okay, well, guess what? If the baby's going to sleep, they probably need a sound machine, a night light, maybe a swaddle thing, depending where you live and what the rage is now. I don't know. One of my babies was a swaddled baby, and the other one, we swaddled her, but it was like, they didn't encourage it. I don't know. Anyway, you see what I'm saying though? Accessories to go with like kind of a product, right? And so that's step 2. We're already halfway there. Step 3 is like where it gets techie, but not really, because now there's ChatGPT. ChatGPT can kind of do it all for you, which I know that sketches some people out, but it's a thing. Like it helps me. It helps me troubleshoot everything in my business. So trust me, it's not as hard as you think. And just watch my free mini course, and it'll walk you kind of through how that works. And then step 4 is literally what you will be doing in your 1 to 2 hours a day. Honestly, I spend less than that, but I want to make sure, like, I don't know you. I don't know how you work. I don't know what your capabilities are. I can literally do this portion in less than 45 minutes a day. And it's what I do. Like today I've gone on 2 lives and I've been done doing some back end stuff. So sure, I've definitely put in more than 3 hours a day, but it's because I have time off. I can do that and it's fun and it makes me money. So let's be honest. I made a post the other day. It's like, parents, do you really think I'd still be posting if I didn't make money? Like, do you think I want, it's not that I don't want to post. It's just like, do you think I'd really be doing this? Like, I have a full-blown career. If I wasn't making money, I wouldn't be doing this. Like, seriously. Okay. So the fourth step is driving traffic. It's creating content, because social media is free, and this is the best way to be able to kind of get your the products that you're promoting out to the world. Okay, let's answer some questions. If you guys have some, put them in here. Okay. What was the name of your account before you started this account to share your expertise? I've always been money.mama.care. Always, since 2.5 years ago. I've never not been that, ever. And this is a good segue to this. The amount of scammers and impersonators out there. Oh, I have so many feelings, so many feelings. I am, what's it called? Verified. That's the technical word. If you're not following me already, make sure you follow me, because I'm the legit one. The amount of impersonators out there makes me quite sick, honestly. Don't give your money to people. Everything I teach is free. I do promote some courses, and not some courses. I promote a course, some courses from a certain company, and I also promote a ton of different things that help people earn an income online. So whether that's literally like a ring light or like all those kinds of things, right? So things that have to do with what I'm teaching you today. I will never, ever ask you for money, do crypto, like WhatsApp, Venmo. No. I offer free education, free resources. And if you end up wanting to do more, then yeah, I got more for you, darling. But don't purchase anything from anyone crazy. And until you actually kind of like talk to me or watch my free mini course. So I'm not sure what you mean by that. But if you have more to add to that, please, by all means, put it in here and I can answer. Was there any other questions? Literally, this is your time to ask the weird questions like, do you really make money, or is this really real? Also, I'm just going to take this out by the knees. This is not a done for you course, like you plug and play kind of thing. Like you are literally, and I know this would sound really scary to me if I was just starting and I was listening to me say this, but you're starting a business and you're going to learn how to build this business so that if something happens to it, you know how to do it again and again and again. When I tell you I had zero idea what I was doing 2.5 years ago, I mean this. So hear me out here. I had never made a reel, ever. I didn't even know what a reel was. I thought that was just what posts were. So I had never made a reel. I had posted the odd grid post. I don't even know if they call it that anymore. Grid post to Instagram, my personal Instagram. I hadn't been on Facebook in over 10 years, and I'd never been on TikTok. I like logged into that app when I started this, and I was like, whoa, this is a world. I knew nothing. I had never created anything like that. So you can do this. Is trying to what I'm getting say. I scrolled down pretty far, but didn't see any affiliate suggestions as in promoting products. You mean on mine? Okay, so that's part of the strategy, right? So I actually don't promote products right here, because if you're not interested in earning an income online, I'm not going to promote to you. That makes zero sense. That's why there is a strategy in place. And I would really encourage you to watch my free mini course, because that will walk you through the exact strategy of how this works. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Why would I come on here and be like, hey, I got this course for you, you should buy it because it does this, this, and this. If you're not even interested, I just wasted my breath. My promotions and the things that I promote are only for the people who are actually interested. I am not going to be that person who's like, hey, Olo Joe, hi, I got this course. I'm going to send it to you. You should look at it. It's really interesting. You're like, who, you girl? Like, what is that? No. If you're interested, yeah, I got some resources for you. Free ones and paid ones, for sure. Until you're interested, nope. I'm not going to be that person. And truly, that attitude right there is when you, like, if there are people doing that, red flag. Red flag, red flag. You make money promoting products. Okay. Yeah, because I promote products to my target audience. I promote products to the people who actually want to do this. So I'm going to get a little hairy here, Olo Joe. Whatever. I'm assuming your first name's Joe. The strategy that I do is I have an email list. So every affiliate, in my personal belief, gets where it gets controversial, but in my belief, should have an email list, because tomorrow Meta could shut down this account, which has, I think, 63,000 followers. They could shut down my Facebook that has almost 100,000 followers. And then I'm screwed. And not screwed, I'd have to build it all back up again from a goose egg, which is what I started it from. But guess what? On my email list, because I've accumulated emails over the years with my free lead magnet, which is what that's called, I now have a business that is my entity and not social media Meta's entity. So I promote products in my emails and in my back end. So this strategy is very different from an Amazon strategy, whereas the Amazon strategy is like, oh, check out these bowls. I just had chips and salsa. For the people who know me are like, oh yeah, shocker. I love chips and salsa. Oh, look at this bowl and this bowl. Blah, 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 blah. Comment bowls and I'll send you the links. And then you get the links right there. And if you purchase, great. That's a different strategy. I don't do that strategy. And that's why I have a trusted community where I've literally helped thousands of people start a business online. So yes, you do want to promote products, but there's a way to do it. And I think there's a misconception out there. I know there's a misconception out there, and so many people pop into my live. And if this is you, you can say this out loud. There is no hate on you, but a lot of people think, oh, I'll do affiliate marketing. I'll head over to Amazon and be an affiliate for them. Grab some links. Okay. So what happens when you apply to Amazon is it's called their Amazon Associates program. You go in and the back end of it. Okay. So you apply and then they're going to send you a login, and you log in and it looks like you're shopping. But what happens is every item that you're looking for has a link, and that's now your affiliate link. That's how they know that you personally sent them, so they can pay you a commission. So those little links. Okay. So a lot of people think, oh, I'll just slap that up on my social media, or I'll hook it up with my ManyChat. It's just not that simple, because you don't have an audience yet. You don't know how to drive traffic yet. And also you're not accumulating emails. And that is truly my biggest, I won't say pet peeve, because the people doing that are doing just fine. Trust me. As I mentioned, they're doing just fine. But you have to accumulate emails. You have to. Like literally, I know people who have had almost 1 million followers have their accounts taken away, and they did not have an email list. Think about that. That's crazy. They had millions of people, 1 million people at their fingertips to purchase things from them, and they did not have an email list to fall back on, even to just communicate, here's my new account. Hey, come follow me over here. People just, they're gone. They disappeared. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I have a bit of a different strategy, and you will learn that if you just watch my mini course. It walks you through very transparently of the business model of how it works. Also, I will say sometimes I actually do pop my links into like my stories and stuff like that, but they're certainly not in my full on feed for, on like in my content. It used to be, but the strategy changed because okay, good. I'm glad that makes a bit more sense. I remember, and this is why I do these lives, because I remember when I first started, I had so many questions that are like almost embarrassing now, because I was like, oh my gosh, as if I didn't know that. But I didn't. I literally knew nothing. So that is exactly why I created the free step-by-step mini course, because it explains how this actually works like you're a kindergartner. Now my kiddo's in grade 1, but because that's what I needed to be talked to. Like I had never done anything like this. I was in healthcare, and now I've literally in the two and a half years gone from zero to making thousands of dollars online, thousands. And I'm not joking when I say that. So, and I've got backup, I've got proof. I can say that. I can legally say that. Something also, Olo Joe, you will never see me do is post screenshots of my income, because it's illegal. Period. End of story. It's illegal to do so. Even if it's justified, it doesn't matter. You're representing, you're giving a false, and I don't know if you notice, I never gave my full stats because it's leaving an impression of what is, it's setting you up for an expectation, and I will never do that to you. I'm going to be very transparent. This takes work. It's simple, but it does take work. And it works. But screenshots are illegal, period. So if you see that, run. If you also see people that they say you can do this overnight, or Lululemon will pay you $8,000, is that true? Yeah, they have an affiliate program. Will you make $8,000 in your first month? No. I mean, you could, but come on, we know that's called clickbait. So if you have fallen trapped to that, or you're like, oh my God, oh my God, what, $8,000? Of course, we've all done that. It's poor marketing. I'm here to be real with you. I'm here to be honest. I don't have the biggest accounts in this kind of like industry, but I have a real audience. I don't have a fake audience who's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get rich overnight. No, you're not. But you certainly can supplement your income. I've gone from full-time work to part-time. It's a Thursday at 2:00 where I live. I've been sitting here putting her away. I did some laundry. I cleaned the house. We brought our car in for new tires today because we can afford those. And I'm off work, so I can bring it in. It can change your life, but you have to be wanting to actually put the time in. Okay, speaking of that, I need to go flip the laundry and do my thing. If you have any other questions, my DMs are always open. Always, always, always. You will get a voice note from this raspy Canadian. Please don't, like, if impersonators or people are cold DMing you, like, block, delete, report, whatever. I will never message you first. I will never add you. You can always grab my free mini course by commenting free. Always. What types of products do you promote? And so you have to purchase those products. Okay, I think I know what you're going to ask. So I promote a bunch of products that have to do with earning an income online. So things like automation, like ManyChat, sales funnel builders, which don't worry, that's just if you wanted to. Different systems like repurpose.io, or different growth courses on social media, how to create content, all that kind of stuff. Because typically people, if they want to make money online, they need to learn to do that. So those kinds of things I'm an affiliate for. Obviously education, systems, what else? Yeah, that's mostly what it is. Okay. And do you have to purchase those products? So the answer is no, you don't have to. Do I recommend you do? Yep. If you are building a true audience, and you're going to see a theme here as I'm talking, if you want to build a true audience who's going to purchase from you time and time again, don't throw shit at the wall, guys. Like you've got to know the product. You've got to enjoy the product. You've got to be able to like talk about the product like you've used it because you have. Do you know what I mean? Like anything that I promote, I literally can tell you. Now, are there a couple things in my like 40 products that I haven't used? I'm sure there's a couple, but I am always transparent. Hey, this is the product I use instead of that. I love it for these reasons. However, this one's less money. And if you would prefer to spend less, I've heard really good things, but I personally haven't used it. Buy at your own risk. That's what I do. And I think it's really important for you to actually have, like, we are in such an economy where I don't know who to trust and I don't know what to do. And I don't know about you guys, but when I purchase anything online, I go straight to the review section because I want to actually know what things are. I don't want the like fluff and buff like explanation. I want the real deal. And so that's what I do here and how I talk to regular people about this stuff. And those people trust me because I do that. I'm a straight shooter. And so I think we need more of that on the internet because there's a lot of fake crap and it's sickening if I'm being honest. I hope that answers your question. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to hop off now. If you guys have any other questions, again, reach out. I'm happy to answer. Truly, I will answer. It's me. The only thing that I use for automation is when you comment a certain way and you just to get you the product right, or the product, you know what I mean, the course right away. Outside of that, it's me. Hi, it's me. And yeah, reach out, make sure you follow. And I hope you guys have a great day. And go start making some money, you guys. Do it. All right.